Yo, what's up, guys? Alright, so for today's video, I have my friend on here again, Miss Mono Moon.
It's Mono Moon. It's not Mono Moon. I don't know what world you grew up in where Mono
boo-hoo.
is Mono.
Oh, boo-hoo. Do you live in the UK
Yeah.
or something? I think that's how they pronounce it over there.
I thought you said, do they pronounce it UK over in the UK, or is it UK?
I don't know.
But yes, it's me.
Yes,
It's me,
is
Mono Moon. I'm back again with the vengeance.
my friend Grace. Alright, so for today's video, we want to go over some ideas we had for Golden Week that's going to be coming up in a little bit, because at the moment, we just recently got the LR Physical Paikuhan, which I think you read through their details, huh? Isn't that right, Grace?
Yeah, seriousness mode.
Yes, absolutely serious. I took a glance at what they're doing, and like they seem pretty good. It's pretty solid. But I'm, at least for me personally, I'm gonna be skipping because Golden Week seemed like it might be pretty big. Just taking a guess.
Yeah. It looks to be pretty big either way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like in years past, like Golden Week was always like a very like important celebration for characters that would shape the meta for a long time to come. I mean, especially like last year, you were around for Angel SS3 and Int Fat Boo.
Yeah, I was, and they were very, very good on the release. I remember Angel SS3 shafting me for a while because I wanted them really bad.
Yeah, that's how this game can be sometimes. But as
Hopefully
for
this 1 week will be better.
oh yeah, hopefully so. But okay, just to get this out of the way, what we think is probably going to be the most likely option for Golden Week is going to be related to Daima, and it's like, I mean, if anybody's worried about spoilers, and just like, oh, click off or something like that, because obviously we're going to be talking about like the brand new hype stuff coming from Daima. It's probably going to be Daima SS4 Goku and Goma as like the dual Dokkan Fest, because typically they'll do like a hero and villain counterpart type of thing like they did the previous couple years. I mean, even back 2023 they did the 23rd World Tournament with, was it like the World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr.?
Yeah, and even 2022 was Goku, Gohan, and Cell, and then 2021 was GT Goku and GT Vegeta. But we don't. Let's just ignore that. It invalidates our point.
I mean, yeah, most of the time it's like a hero and villain type of thing. But regardless, like the whole thing is that like it's a counterpart type of thing. Like they relate to each other in some way. Which, by the way, I do want to mention, because right here I have a picture of like the, what is it, like the mini Daima SS4 Goku, but they very well could do like the adult SS4 Goku, because they have like two different sections where it's like mini version and then some shenanigans happen and then they go to the adult version. I think they could go either way, and it's actually kind of an this might seem like a silly idea, but maybe what they could do is like for part 1 Golden Week they'll do the mini form, and then it'd be kind of weird, but for part 2 LR they just do the adult form. I'm not sure about that, but that's just an idea.
It's an idea. I think what would be more likely if they would do both. I think it's more likely they just do the mini SS4, but if they do both mini and adult, they could just like make it like a transformation, like passive skill or something like that. Because they look very similar, so I don't know how different they would make them if it was a transformation, but just like maybe just a visual thing. Maybe they could bring back outfit change. I don't know.
No way, they would not do that. I mean, literally, LR Paikuhan, who had just come out, I closed off his tab already, but he had like the whole seriousness mode. Like the whole thing with that was that like it's a transformation kind of, so you'd be able to link them up with the previous form, even though they have the same name. But with the outfit change, you weren't able to do that, so they just completely abandoned that whole thing.
Yeah, I do think that it's probably likely that at some point or another in a major celebration they'll do an adult SS4, because why else would the first Daima units, Super Saiyan Goku parentheses mini close parentheses Daima close parentheses exists. Why would they specify mini? So it's obvious eventually they're gonna do something adult Goku and something adult SS4, whether that's Golden Week or later.
I'm gonna look up something on a separate tab while you talk about that. I'm just curious what Legends it did. I'm looking that up right now.
Okay, but I think something else that is kind of a... I don't think I've talked about this with you before, but another equally depressing... Well, not equally. Depressing idea they could do is... You remember New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest 2022 when we thought Beast Gohan was going to be in the game?
Oh, you don't gotta reopen that wound for people.
I think that it is entirely possible that they just make SS4 Goku an active skill, and you don't ever get to play as him. Not even locked on the transformation, just
don't jinx it.
An animation.
Listen, don't jinx it. People are gonna hate you. People will hate you.
It's not. Don't shoot the messenger.
You're not the messenger. You're the conceptualist.
I'm not. Dokkan is a conceptualist. Blame Momatsu. He's the one who did it in the first place.
Okay, so I was looking it up because I was curious because Dragon Ball Legends is a game. I don't keep up with it all too much. I mean, I watch. There's a YouTuber that covers the game, Garesh. He's pretty cool and all that. But as for Dragon Ball Legends, I was kind of curious how they handle SS4 Goku from Daima in there, and they did the adult form, as we can see here. See, it says Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and he's not like mini or anything. So Dokkan might do a similar thing where they just don't even bother with the mini form. They just do adult SS4. Maybe.
It's possible, though. There's a part of me that feels like this is something that I've like felt about this whole like Daima SS4 Goku like time slot, is that I think it could work for both Golden Week and worldwide, but they're not going to do it for both. So I really am curious if they're going to save this for worldwide or they're going to do it for Golden Week, because if it's like mini Goku, I can see it being Golden Week. If it's adult SS4, I could see it being maybe even Tanabata.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Or something.
I was going to say Tanabata. Maybe so.
I think Tanabata would make the most sense, considering there's only 2 characters. 4 for Daima is kind of excessive.
Yeah. That's for sure. Because like I'm not really too sure. I mean, maybe they could stress it, but I'd be curious to see what they'd even think of for like 4 LRs from Daima and some like 2 banner units. But
I mean, I haven't seen Daima, but I mean, 20 episodes doesn't really seem like it has a lot of potential for like big headliner units. I mean, they kind of only have SS4 and like Goma left, and then they would be stretching.
Yeah. I do have some other images here pulled up for like what I think could be like banner units. But since like Grace can't see like my screen or anything, just you feel free to like look up as I'm saying like these characters' names, just see it, like I guess like a visual of what they look like for you. But I think one potential for like a banner unit, maybe for like SS4 Daima Goku's banner, would be Pansy. I'm not sure if you've seen her, like what exactly she looks like, Grace.
Is it Pansy with an I?
Oh no, it's like it looks like Pansy, Panzy. She's like a.
Okay.
I guess she's like the Bulma of the group, kind of. Just like the Demon Realm version of Bulma, because she's like scientist and all that. They could do some sort of unique stuff where she's like a very like strong like defensive and support character and stuff like that, because I mean that's typically what they do for like these like female characters that don't fight a whole lot, you know, like Chilai and Bulma. So I think
I remember
be a
her
different.
from the.
I was saying, it's okay. She'd probably be a similar thing, is all I was saying.
Yeah, I recognize her from the from the 2 demo wallpapers they put out, the Sassy Lost Child.
Yeah, the very first one, she had like her clothes, like she was like still like not uncovered yet.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what? Since we're talking about that, let me show that in game just so people can see what I'm talking about. In Dokkan, they have like these wallpapers available. There's 2 of them related to Daima. At first, people thought they looked the exact same, but there's very slight differences. So this is the very first one. Ponzi has like these, I guess like, I don't know what you call that, but she's just like concealing herself, not to show her identity or anything like that. And then with this updated one, they have her like with her actual like revealed design, and then they have Degasu and Goma up there in the top. So the wallpapers are like barely any different, but I mean, there's that. So they'd probably use like her,
I mean, if
like
any...
a revealed design for like a banner unit, but who knows?
Yeah. Or they could like go the free to play like Super Broly movie, like Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, and have her like throw the costume off and then do it.
Yeah. I also thought of some other idea for like a banner that could possibly be on like Goma's banner, I would think. I'm not sure if you heard of like some other side characters, because I haven't even really said it, but Grace hasn't watched Daima yet. But have you heard about like these? How do I say it? Well, they've actually recently been revealed to be characters on like in Legends and in Sparking Zero. So it's like eventually you're gonna find out. They have like these new Majin characters that are like kind of similar to Boo. You heard anything about them?
Uh-oh.
So there's 2 of them actually. Yeah, there's Majin Ku and Majin Du.
Oh, we're so fucked.
But it's okay, like they're not like super duper evil or anything like that. They're cool characters. People like them, and I like them as well. I think they could do Majin Ku. He'd be pretty fun. There's something later on in the series that I won't say about him, but Majin Du, he's a bit more involved. Like he fights a bit more than what Majin Ku has been able to. And there's a specific spoiler. Like it's a short, relatively short scene of what Majin Du does. Would you mind if I talk about it? Like it is somewhat spoilerish, but it doesn't amount to like a heck of a lot.
I mean, you can go ahead. I don't mind.
Okay, so at one point, Majin Du sees a like mini Goku's turn SS3, and then Majin Du's like, "Oh, I can do that too!" And then he literally grows like the SS3 hair. It looks really stupid. It's really funny though. I'm thinking like I bring it up because I think they could do that as like an active skill attack or something like that. I think that'd be really silly if Majin Du would be a banner unit.
Literally the epitome of mommy, I want that one.
He literally just like imitates like the SS3 hair for some reason. Like he's not a Saiyan or anything. It's pretty funny.
I mean, I know that you're not complaining about it, are you?
No, not at all. I like Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, you sure do. You like long hair, don't you?
Alright, so I think that'd be pretty much it in terms of like the Daima stuff. Because I'm not too sure what they do for Part 2 LR for Daima, if it would be for Golden Week. Maybe it'd have to be unrelated, because I don't even know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they could do, well, I don't know, the Tamagamis. I was thinking, the Tamagami characters, I'm not sure if you heard anything about them, but they like protect like the Demon Realm Dragon Balls. I don't know, they could have been a decent banner unit back whenever like Super Saiyan Daimagoku and Gloria released, but I'm not too sure about now. Maybe they could be a banner unit.
I think, I was thinking, if they really wanted to like tangentially make a Part 2 LR that isn't Daima but is like semi-related to Daima, I mean, they could do something with like the first arc of GT, considering that's kind of what Daima is.
Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of true, yeah. I was thinking, I was gonna pull it. You go ahead.
I was thinking that it's not like the most related thing in the world, but I mean, Daima is a short series. They don't have a lot to pull from. Like, they could do the Tamagamis, but like, I mean, eventually, if they do the Tamagamis and also like all those other characters that we already brought up, like we're basically out of Daima for like 3 years.
Yeah, that is true. But they need at some point later on. They need some stuff to pull from. You have seen the Tamagamis before, have you?
Aren't they like robot things?
They kind of look like that. I don't think they're like specifically robots, but they do look like it a little bit.
I think I remember seeing a clip from Daima, like what the in SS Super Saiyan Daima Goku's active skill is based on. I remember seeing a clip of that from the show.
Right. Yeah, because that is from the Tamagami fight.
I think. Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty much it for ideas for like the whole, like if Daima is gonna be Golden Week. But we had another idea that actually Grace here formulated, and I just thought was such a great idea. Just kind of wanted to make a video about it, especially. So what exactly is your idea, if you don't mind explaining it?
So, if you the audience are not familiar, there are free-to-play cards from years ago, like before the 2020s. They are a tech exchange Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan, and an STR exchange Vegeta and Future Trunks. And they're in like the Saiyan armor that they use in the Room of Spirit and Time. And I was thinking, since they have that brand new reversible exchange mechanic, they could very easily just remake those units and make them reversible exchange. So you start as like Goku or maybe Gohan, since we already have a reversible exchange unit that starts as a Goku. It could be a Gohan in the Saiyan armor, or maybe like one of the Gis like later on in the Cell arc if they wanted to. And then you reversible exchange into Goku. And it could be the same thing for Future Trunks. You start as a Future Trunks, and then you reversible exchange into a Vegeta. And, you know, the whole celebration would basically be a Cell, Android Cell arc theme. And I thought of it mostly just because I think it's a really cool idea for a dual Dokkan Fest. Like Goku's family, Vegeta's family. And two, I like the Android Cell arc. So I like the idea. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really fun. As for the banner units, I didn't really think too much about, like, you were bringing up, like, maybe, like, they could just make a Kudin or a Piccolo, but, one thing for sure that we did come up with was, like, specific EZA characters that they could release alongside, like, this idea, and that would be, well, I have them pulled up here, is the LR Tech, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. They came out during Golden Week of 2022, so those two TURs actually released just recently. The what is it? The STR Goku Gohan exchange, and then the AGL Cell. So this was the part 2 LR of that. So for this LR to EZA around the same time, I think that would be pretty good. And then the other one that would EZA around this time in the celebration would be this LR Int Vegeta and Trunks. I think it'd be really cool just to have, like, you know, father and son both ways that way.
Yeah, you could say that, like, maybe it's too early for Vegeta and Trunks' EZA. You say that, but Path to Power Kid Goku just came out. So,
Yeah.
no, it's definitely not too early.
Definitely not, yeah. And something I was thinking about too with the actual, like, reversible exchange characters, you have, like, the new, you know, the reversible exchange idea you have for, like, the TURs that could be coming out. One thing I'm kind of hoping for is that they change up how the reversible exchange works a little bit, because, I mean, the whole idea is that, like, having, like, slot 2 characters stick around until turn 4 of the battle. That's kind of like how, like, kind of all 4 reversible exchange characters work right now, really. Let me see, I'm looking them up right now.
I mean, LR Tech Vegeta and LR AGL Gogeta are definitely slot 2 units at the start. Frieza plus Goku, or Frieza, which you start as, and the free-to-play
Frieza's
Trunks
like
plus Goten, which are
Frieza's like a
but the
slot nothing character because you don't want him on his rotation.
he's a slot 4 character. We put him off to the side. We forget about him.
Yeah, because slot 4 doesn't exist. So you don't want him on the turn.
Yeah, we don't want him on the team. There are only 6 slots. It's tough competition.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've definitely proven that they can make different reversible exchange concepts. I mean, Frieza plus Goku, you want to swap depending on what your HP is. Trunks plus Goten, you want to swap based on what orbs you get. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny that basically all 4 of them are don't run them in slot 1, please, I'm begging you, until turn 4.
Exactly. That's why I kind of hope at some point they'll make a reversible exchange character that just like maybe you could do it like turn 1, like there's no like waiting for it or anything like that. Either that or just make the make like the first point character like able to go slot 1, like be able to handle stuff defensively there.
I think that would be kind of a cool idea, because I mean, an issue with because the way I see it is that LR Tech Vegito is built so that as long as you are the first 3 turns, Goku isn't basically invincible. Like nothing will touch him.
Yeah.
Whereas once you get to Vegeta, he's kind of a fish. Like he only has 40% damage reduction or something, and no guard. Without the Patara brick, of course, but they want you to go Vegeta slot 1. And so it makes me think, we have slot 1 units these days that start really good, but then taper off in longer fights, like Beast Gohan, LR Tech Broly. What if they did the same thing of have a reversible exchange that starts as a slot 1 unit, but then tapers off, and you want to start floating them in slot 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm. Or just kind of a similar thing with Frieza plus Goku, where you'd want to change out depending on the situation. Maybe a similar thing there. I guess
there's a lot they could do.
Yeah.
Because that is hands.
Reversible exchange as a mechanic is just very flexible and just has a lot of just potential for different ideas they could handle it with.
Yeah, they just need to start thinking more about the slots we're running, because if you let's say you run a team with LR Tech Vegito, a pure Saiyans team. Let's call it LR Tech Vegito's team. You run LR Tech Vegito, LR AGO Gogeta, and LR Frieza plus Goku. Those 3 are fighting for slot 2 or slot 3.
Mm-hmm. That's something I've thought about. Yeah. That's something I've thought about, is that if you run a double LR Tech Vegito setup, and then run an AGO Gogeta as a character on your team, that's kind of 3 characters fighting for slot 1 to stack some defense.
Yeah, it's hard competition, especially with what I said earlier about later on, Goku as LR Tech Vegito and Angel Vegeta as part of LR AGO Gogeta. They start becoming harder and harder to run later in the fight, slot 2, so you want to run them slot 1, but obviously you're not, in a perfect world, you're going to be running both of them at the same time, and so if you get bad opening rotations, you're going to have to float the other off, and that's not good because you need extra stacks, and it's a mess.
Yeah, it can be trying to balance those stacks, especially if you're running a festival of battles and all that. But point is, I just like to see them be creative with the reversible exchange mechanic this time around. Either let it be instant, you just reverse exchange turn 1, or just handle it differently. I just basically the whole point is I just want a reversible exchange sometime other than just turn 4 of the battle.
Yeah, because I mean, your game plan, if you want that immediate reversible exchange, with Trunks plus Goten and Frieza plus Goku specifically, your game plan is always the same. Turn 1, if you get them turn 1, flip them off. If you get them turn 2, keep them on rotation. If you get them turn 3, cry and flip them off.
Well, if you get them turn 3, I guess you could keep them on rotation just to get it out as soon as you can, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for LR Vegeta and LR Age of Gogeta specifically, like if you keep them on rotation and you need like Vegeta and Gogeta out right away, I mean, they'll have like 4 attack stacks and then go nuts, I guess.
Yeah. There actually is one more thing I wanted to show about with this whole Golden Week idea is that like also I haven't really thought too much about like what a part 2 LR would be for this, but there is one character I thought of in particular that like could potentially relate to this. Maybe they could like redo this card or especially give this specific card an EZA. It's the LR STR Super Saiyan Goku. It's the one from like the Hachiyak special thing, whatever the heck it is. Like the Hachiyak OVA. That's kind of what it is. But so as you see in the card art, there's like 5 characters on here. It's just called Super Saiyan Goku because if it was Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Gohan Teen or Youth and Super Saiyan Trunks, Teen, and Piccolo, then there'd be on no categories except for like Join Forces and Battle of Wits, and that's pretty much it. Well, I guess maybe Earth Protecting Heroes, or I don't know. Whatever, you get the point. Is that they'd be on no categories. But like with just like all the, I mean, hey, they have Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks. I mean, Piccolo's there, I guess. I mean, sure, let them join the party. I think that would be funny.
He's providing more support.
Yeah. So maybe they could redo this LR, maybe as like a part 2 LR. But then actually maybe have like a reversible exchange of some kind. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Weird idea. Weird idea came to me so heavy and hard that it made me cough. Like it. What if you like do Goku and Gohan reversible exchange into Vegeta and Trunks, like Join Forces into Join Forces?
I think that could work because I said with that original idea the theme would be Android Cell Saga, but I mean with how specific those 2 units would be, if they wanted to make the theme just Goku and Vegeta's family, I think that would work. Just basically combine the 2 TURs together and make one big conglomerate LR.
See, we're cooking.
Yeah, Amatsu Iris.
Oh, admittedly though, I'm not too sure how likely this will be, especially considering that like everyone cemented the fact that Daima is Golden Week, and like even us, like we have to admit that like Daima is very likely, but it's still fun to like theory craft like exactly what's gonna be coming. That's what's fun about this game, just trying to predict what's coming up, like what needs representation and all that.
Something else that I thought of, I also don't think is particularly likely because of Daima, but I think it's reasonable, is that, I mean, they could really just redo characters and like units that have already ECA'd. The ones that came to my mind were Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta from Saiyan Saga, and Super Saiyan Goku and Full Power Frieza from the Namek Saga. As you know, they've already had ECAs. It's been quite a while since we've had units of those moments, considering how like big and important they are. So if they really wanted to, they could do them again.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Saiyan Saga category right now, and it's like having like a dual Dokkan Fest of Kaioken Goku and Johnny Vegeta, but them as like TURs, and of course handling things a bit differently. You can't have them designed the exact same way. Like what if like, I guess Kaioken Goku could maybe be like a I guess like a transformation or something like that, like an Axis Skill transformation, while Vegeta, I don't know, he just does something. That would be kind of a cool idea for like a Golden Week dual Dokkan Fest. I think I'd be down with that.
Yeah. And when it comes to the Namek idea, I just want that because I like Namek a lot. I want a Super Saiyan 1 Goku from Namek again. Please, Amatsu.
I mean, I'm also not gonna be complaining about Namek Saga either, because there's like so many different like sub EZAs they have yet to do. They'd have to sub EZA the Tech Piccolo in third form Frieza. Who else? Oh yeah, old worldwide characters. Like this physical Kaioken Goku, SCR Final Form Frieza. Like there's so much they have to do with this category. Also, release just good characters. Period. Maybe that's a good idea. Huh?
There was last year. I mean, they had the Ginyu Force, which like they were good for like 2 days. AGL Vegeta, he was good for 1 day, and then good for
Until
2 days whenever
hold
Festival of
on,
Battles came out.
hold on. Now people say he's pretty good at Festival of Battles. I think they actually have something with him though, because he is a Rainbow Orb Changer and he stacks.
Well, you know who else released that same celebration who also stacks? LR Tech, Gohan, and Piccolo. They stack on 12 key.
Another Tech Gohan and well, yeah. I mean, they're also probably good for Festival Battles. I have neither one of those characters personally. Just wanted to skip that because at least at the time they didn't really seem all too worth it. But Festival Battles kind of changed their perspective on a lot in this game.
I mean, if you want to run them in Festival, be my guest. I don't know how good.
Oh, he's really good. I've seen some clips and he's really good. Of like other people taking him in.
Oh, of course, because clips are everything.
Yeah, out of context
experience.
Clips, yeah.
Let's listen to what Twitter.com has to say about my favorite Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle unit.
What is that one quote where it's like, people on the internet lie? Like, you think people go on the internet and tell lies?
On Twitter, yeah.
Oh yeah, they also have that AGL Frieza banner unit they could do. Like the one where he's like about to throw like the weird ball into the planet. He was like the banner unit for the STR Namek Goku. Could also do him as well.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
But
they have a lot to do.
yeah, we just brought up ideas for Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Android/Cell Saga. So, I mean, Majin Buu Saga had a lot of love last year. I think they're kind of good for the moment. But, yeah, I think that... You go ahead.
I mean, if they really want to milk Buu Saga more, I mean, Great Saiyaman is right there. Come on.
There's always something to do with Majin Buu Saga. Always.
It's such an all-encompassing arc. There's just so many parts to it that there's always something to do with it.
I mean, heck, like, I think it encapsulates almost like half of Z just in itself. Just nearly.
I can't even disagree with that. It is really big.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of like the ideas we have for Golden Week. Definitely look forward to like a teaser of some kind coming up soon. I think Golden Week typically starts like very late April, like the 28th or 29th, something like that. At least from what I remember.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's double check that. Let's just see when Angel SS3 had come out. See what his release date is. Yep, here he is right here. And he released on both Global and JP at the same time. Yeah, he actually released April 25th. So, I mean, we're recording this on the 19th. That's actually not too far away at all.
Yeah, that's next Friday, yeah. That's less than a week away.
Let's see, who else? You look up, Demon King Piccolo Reborn.
I will once again reign as the world's strongest.
He came out on the 27th. Okay. And then look up Cell, who recently got his EZA. 27th. Okay, so maybe they just did Golden Week early, a bit early last year.
So, like, give or take a week.
Yeah, not too far off from now. But I think this was a fun discussion topic just to go over some ideas for Golden Week, because like I said, it's fun to theory craft what can be coming to this game.
Yeah, there's always so much content in all of Dragon Ball to cover. I mean, let's not even talk about the fact that majority of time slots is dedicated to the animes. If they really wanted to, they have an infinite wealth of stuff, like outside of the anime itself.
I mean, Dragon Ball Super manga, if they ever just feel truly bored, they could start doing that. I don't know, at this point, it doesn't seem likely, but they could just decide on a dime one day. It's like, you know what? Let's start doing manga stuff. Come on, Alter Ego Vegeta.
Just like, just an October time slot, just like, hey, by the way, here's Ultra Ego Shueisha finally let us do it.
Oh my god, that just reminded me. I feel like if they actually allowed themselves to do manga stuff right now, like for Dragon Ball Super manga, I feel like 10th Anniversary Evolution Blue would have been Alter Ego.
Oh, 100%. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, this poor dude. Maybe I shouldn't get too deep into things with him right now because he can get me a bit too feisty. Talking about him and how much he disappoints.
He's definitely the best. He's definitely the unit. He's the best STR unit that has the name Super Saiyan Blue Evolution.
He is the unit of all time. That is true.
He is him.
Alright, so I think that's gonna be pretty much it. We're gonna wrap up and yeah, looking forward to Golden Week, see whatever the teaser's gonna be. I'd have to see, like, they should be putting out a teaser in a couple days. I don't think there's any sort of like guarantee as to like when that would be. But yeah, it's been a fun one. So it was nice having you on for this video. Thanks for joining me.
No problem. I always enjoy being here to lighten the mood. Even though you already do a great job of that, I lighten it more. It's so bright. Everything is pale.
We need to start wearing the sunglasses. It gets so bright.
Yeah, we'll put on some snazzy aviators and just chill.
Exactly. Alright, so you know what the usual deal is. You do it for me.
Alright, sir, yes, sir. Everyone, check the secret treasure chest shop.
The secret treasure chest shop? What's in here? I am not spending my tickets on Otherworld Warriors equips. I think I'm good on that.
Oh, come on, live a little.
Listen, guys, don't listen to her. Go check the trade point section. Go check the Baba shop, okay?
Fine, check the Baba shop. Bye, turtle.
Alright, see y'all.